Hi guys, it's Loukisha and welcome back to Loukisha's Story. I wanted to kind of talk about today is pick lines. I know, that's what everybody wants to talk about. But there's a sister friend of mine, hey, that was kind of asking questions. And I've actually had some other people in the past and some recently asking me questions about pick lines. Have I ever had one and all that kind of stuff? So the answer is yes. I've had pick lines. I've had multiple ones for different, amounts of time. The longest one I had was well over a year. And that became a little bit tricky, but I learned how to kind of do things. One of the things that kind of doesn't work well or mix well together are pick lines in manual wheelchairs. When you're digging and hauling yourself around, keeping that pick line perfectly in place and doing all the different things and all the restrictions sometimes we give you for pick lines just doesn't work, especially transferring in and out of my chair and all that good stuff. So I was able to kind of lengthen the life of it, like I said, for over a year. But I wanted to kind of go into some of the stuff that maybe they don't talk to you about or I've told you about as far as taking care of your pick line, not going into like how to clean it and how to change the dressing. I mean, if that's something that people are interested in, I mean, I could talk and share what I've done, but for this, it's just all about the stuff that you kind of just keep your pick line as far as when it's outside of you and you're not being accessing it, just to kind of keep it secure. One of the things is, showers. Everybody thinks that once you get a pick line, you have to do sponge baths or, all that kind of stuff. And the answer is no. No, you don't. They have a really cool thing. I know they tell you saran wrap. Don't do saran wrap. Saran wrap is a really bad idea because your dressings on your pick line will get wet. I repeat, it will get wet. So, what they have here is called a shower glove. Now, it's this thing, yes. Yep. Aha, we found fingers. So, this is a shower glove, and you literally put it on. It goes all the way up to here on me. Obviously, if you're taller or shorter, it could go up more or less. But it covers the pick line area. And normally, where's that doohickey? That they give you this monstrosity of a thing. It looks like a tourniquet. Do not put it on tight as a tourniquet. But I'm telling you right now, you know what you should do with this? That's right. Yes, I threw it away. Don't use those things. They're horrible and they will not keep the water out. I don't care what they tell you. This, yes, medical tape, not packing tape. Don't do it. Try that. Bad idea. Medical tape. So what you're going to do is when you do the medical tape, though, you're going to put a little bit bent arm. Don't do straight arm. It doesn't move, and you're doing this. Trust me. Again, learn, trial and error. You're going to put it up a little bit higher here and put some tape around, and then a little bit lower. And what that's going to do is going to create a pocket to make sure that no water goes down. And if it does, it's going to get trapped in those two little places, but it doesn't go down there, so you'll be fine. So, shower glove, medical tape, best friends, so that way you can still take your showers. All these things here, I got them through ordering them when I order my meds or my infusion stuff. So the specialty pharmacy or whatever should have all this stuff. And your insurance, I don't know what you have, so you'll have to find out whether it'll cover it or not. Another thing, let's see, are when you're out and about and or you're sitting in your house and you're wanting to keep your pick line from seeming like it's flopping all over and it makes you kind of freak out because you're afraid you're gonna like rip it out or stuff. So this stuff here is what I suggest. If I can do this with one hand. This is thank you, Leia's being my Vanna White off camera. And it's kind of like a tubular gauze. Now you have this kind here. It's very, very soft. This one's a little bit on the thinner side. It's smaller, so it's going to have a tighter fit. When you stretch it, this is what it looks like. Now, the reason why I'm showing you this is because, on your pick line, how you have these little tabs that'll kind of be out because it locks it down to keep it closed on the tubing. Those little bad boys can get stuck in these. So you definitely don't want to get them where they're too big, because it'll get stuck and then you're going to freak out because you're trying to get it out without pulling on it. So these are okay. This is a little bit on the tight side. What I prefer is a different kind. Now, no one has been sponsoring this. This is just things that I've found over time and I've liked them. I'm just sharing them with you. I'm sure there's many, many others too. There's this brand here. Eek. And I'll make sure I'll put in all the stuff in the description box below. And this one is a lot bigger, mega soft. And when you stretch this one, see how small, so you're not going to have those things getting caught in it as you would the other one. It's great. You're going to go through a lot of them. You don't keep them. They give you very, very long, kind of tubing of it, and you can cut it to however short or long you want. And at the end of the day, you can throw it away, or if it gets dirty beforehand, just chuck it. They have some online that are nicer, and I will, and you can just look it up online and you can find them. They're cloth, they'll be black, brown, I don't know, heck, red, maybe you'll find purple stripes, who knows, but they're out there. You just have to kind of look for it. Those, though, I really believe you have to do those out of your own pocket. I don't know if insurance will cover that. Let's see, another thing, they're called these like churros caps. They're one of the things that you kind of put down at the bottom when of the tubing. And so they're these little bad boys. They're green. And you're wondering, why can't I get to the regular ones? I say if you can, you could, but should you? And the answer is, if you can get these, it'd be better. These, what makes them so different, see how they're sealed? They have a little pad on the inside and has chloroprep in it. And what that does is it keeps any kind of infection or any kind of little germies or stuff that want to be at the end of the tubing that can go up in and can have infection. You don't have to worry about it. So I suggest these. When you're wanting to clean it, the area or whatever, again, your nurse will kind of we'll talk to you about that. Chloroprep comes in something like this. It looks like this. When you want to, you crack these little puppies. This is a very soft sponge, and you can scrub and clean. I use these even when I do my infusions now. I like it because I know that I'm getting the area really clean since you're going to be putting in a needle. I know some people, they just say, oh, use alcohol, things, and you could. And then they also give you stuff like this is like betadine. Again, that's when you're going to get underneath and really be cleaning under. But I also kind of I don't use the betadine, but I like the chloroprep for my skin before I do infusion stuff. They may come to you, start talking to you about stuff like saline flushes, nothing scary, perfectly fine and safe. Kind of just the stuff I'm talking to you about is just to get you not to be afraid. It's okay to have fear. It's okay to experience it because we all will, but it's what you do with it or what you let it do to you is what really matters. If it stops you in your tracks, then, and it keeps you from moving forward for something that's positive, something that's good, something that's life affirming, then you need to really reevaluate it and stop and kind of take inventory and find out why, and what can you do to conquer that so it doesn't continue to do it for you. And so for me, medically, I say learn all you can. Ask questions, ask the doctor, the nurses, talk to friends or other people that have different medical devices or things, something that you might be getting or you may have or possibly thinking of or whatever it may be. Educate yourself. It can be absolutely amazing for you. Outside of that, I can't think of a whole else. If there's something else you want to know about PICC lines, you can leave it in the comment section below, and I am more than happy to get back to you. I know some people have kind of asked stuff about oh my goodness, what are these things called in your throat, llama? Trachs. You see the scars for those, and some people have kind of, asked me about that stuff too. So if you get a chance and that's something you're interested in, let me know in the comment box below, and I can talk about those. I also do have some pictures and things about PICC lines. If you want to see those, put that down in the comment section, and I'll share those as well. And so that's pretty much about it for today. Thanks so much for tuning in. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the week. There's only one day left, and then it's weekend party. So I hope you have a great weekend. And as always, remember, everybody has a story to tell, so don't be afraid to tell yours. Talk to you guys next time.